you can't race against somebody and y'all not even in the same race. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not even in the same race. Y'all not even headed towards the same destination, but you sit up here looking at them and what they're doing. So I just felt the need to come on here and talk. It's been a long time. As you can see, I legit have hair on my head, which is crazy. But I decided to come on here and talk for a little bit just while I do my hair. Cause it's some stuff that's on my mind. So this is not necessarily a tutorial. So if you're looking for a tutorial, this ain't it. I'm not necessarily showing any methods that I have not already shown. It might just look kind of different because my hair is longer. I was rocking a really low cut. And my last haircut was January of 2018. So it's been almost 2 years. This is almost 2 years of hair growth. I get to that in a minute. For now, let me just get some stuff out the way. I used this Sulfate-Free cleansing cream shampoo by Cantu because it was free. I got it from somewhere. I don't like it. I knew that though. I just kind of used it because whatever. But my hair hates this stuff. So it might work for you, it might not. And then I used their Hydrating cream conditioner, but I paired it with my go-to Aussie 3-minute Miracle Moist stuff, which works every single time. Doesn't matter. I can't speak for the conditioner because I paired it with that, so I couldn't honestly tell you. I don't know. So, as I do my hair, I'm using my go-tos. The Cantu leave-in conditioning cream, which you can take it or leave it. This, I don't swear by this. It's just something I put in there to serve as kind of a foundation before I put in the thing that I do swear by, the coconut curling cream. So I put this in there first, and then I put this in there, and then I kind of finger coil it, which I've shown on multiple videos at this point. But more importantly, I just want to talk a little bit about natural hair and some things that really grind my gears about the culture of natural hair in general, but specifically just when it comes down to hair types. Generally, the overview, the thesis statement, if you will, for this portion of my TED Talk is stop comparing your hair type to other people's hair type and stop thinking that a product is going to make your hair turn out like someone else's when you don't have their hair type. I constantly get asked what I use in my hair, which is a fair question because it's a million products. It might be some stuff you just don't know about. Blase. I'm constantly asked about what I use in my hair, and I'm more than willing to share, of course, because I wouldn't be on here talking to y'all. But I don't like it when someone thinks that because they use what I use, their hair is going to turn out like mine. It's not. In fact, you could even have a very similar hair type to mine. You can have my exact hair type, 3C-ish, in some sections. I have 3 different hair types in my head. So that's that on that. But you can have the exact same hair type as me and it still not show up the same. So this whole game of natural hair is trial and error. And that's just what it is. It's trial and error. It took me maybe 2 years, if not more, to figure out what truly works for my hair. When I first cut my hair off back in, I don't know, maybe 2014 or something like that. When I first cut my hair off, I had been transitioning. I did not do like a big chop where I went super short initially. I didn't get a relaxer for probably like a year or two even, and then I cut off the ends. But when I first cut my hair off, it was a mess. Like, I did not know what my curl type even was, because I wet it, I wash it, and I see one thing, and then when it dried, I see a whole different thing. And so I was like, I like it when I wash it, but it doesn't stay like that. Looking crazy. Didn't know what to do with it, so I still wore sew-ins and stuff like that because I just didn't know what to do. So it took me all that time, like two years, to finally figure out how to make it look like how it looked when I first washed it. Because obviously I knew my hair was capable of curling that way, because it would do it when I washed it. But I just say that to say, this thing is trial and error. You have to have patience. You have to be willing to sacrifice a little money to test different things out, because what works for some people may not work for you, even if you are just 100% sure it will, because they have the same type of hair. Hair is beautiful in that it varies greatly from person to person, and that's just a fact. So you have to just keep that in mind and stop comparing your hair to other people's in general, and trust that you'll get there one day. And just be patient. You really have no choice. Either be patient or keep it in a protective style, or maybe the natural hair life is just not for you. But please just be patient with the process. I also want to talk a little bit about my hair growth journey. So I told you my last haircut was almost 2 years ago. And I wish I could say, oh, here's some tips to get your hair to grow faster and longer. I don't got no tips, sis. Like, I don't have any. Because that's another thing that varies greatly from person to person, whether you have the same hair type or not. Some people's hair just grows faster than other people's. That's just what it is. My mom does not have the same hair type as I do. Her hair is like wire. Like, I kid you not, I could braid her hair and it will literally, it's so thick. That's why it's not, I don't even know what her hair type is, because I haven't seen her completely natural, but it's so thick that it can cut your fingers. I kid you not. And it's a beautiful thing. I always tell her, I say, you will never be bald headed, man. You will never be bald headed, because your hair is so thick. But it grows like a weed. Like, it's mind blowing how fast her hair grows. So just because she has whatever hair type she has doesn't mean her hair is not capable of growing fast, and it doesn't mean that your hair is inferior. It just means that you have different hair. Of course, some things I would recommend, like as soon as I decided that I was growing my hair back out, I stopped dyeing it light colors. I stopped dyeing it colors that would make it dry and brittle. So I stopped bleaching it immediately. And I slowly but surely started to cut that bleached part out of my head so I could have a true clean landscape when it grew out. Because I hated those light ends, I was dyeing it dark in that time just to make it uniform. But all I recommend is, all I can say is, like, don't obviously manipulate it as little as possible. Keep it in braids if you can. I was wearing some little raggedy cornrow straight to the back type braids for like a whole summer. Some people don't have the luxury of doing that because you can't braid your own hair, which I hate. I wish it was just a natural talent, honestly. I just taught myself to braid by practicing on my own head over and over again. I didn't watch a video because we didn't have YouTube back then. I didn't watch a video. I didn't tell someone to show me how to do it. I just kept practicing over and over when I was a teenager. And eventually, I got better and better. My braids got tighter and tighter. And that was it. So if you really do want to learn how to braid, I don't feel like there's a shortcut. I don't feel like you can watch a video for it. There's no skipping over the practice part. So learning how to braid has been a lifesaver for me, honestly, because I could just keep my hair in some sort of low manipulation type style. But I just manipulated it as little as possible. And I don't get trims as often as I should. But when I do get trims, I just go to Great Clips. It's like $15. Honestly, in a lot of places, more than likely, it's actually a black person working in there who could trim your hair if you don't feel comfortable with someone white doing it, even though I haven't had a bad experience, not even with the white person cutting my hair, because it's curly hair. So I'm not looking for you to be too precise, honestly, as long as you get the bad parts off. So I go in there, I pay my little $15, and I go on about my day. I go in either with hair that I flat iron myself at home, just real basic type of flat iron, not nothing that I'm really trying to wear out and about. But I do that just to make it easier for them, just in case there isn't somebody in there who is familiar enough with just like blown out black hair. Or you can just blow it out with the little comb attachment to make it slightly straighter, if you will. But I don't invest too much money into my hair because it's just, I don't want to. But going back to my hair growth and the downfalls of comparing your hair to other people's hair, there's an influencer who cut her hair off around the same time as I started growing mine out. And so to me, that was a marker. Like, let's see how fast her hair really grows, how fast my hair really grows, because this person cut their hair around the same time as me. All I say is her hair did lapse around mine. It's probably double the length of mine. But at the end of the day, you can't compare progress of other people to your progress. Because first of all, you don't even know. I'm not to deviate from natural hair, but this just applies to everything in life. You don't know what progress even is to that person. You know, they could have the house, the car, all of those things, but that's not even what they have really been striving for, you know, which can be a slap in the face if that's what you really want, but they might be as unhappy as ever, and what they've been striving for is actual happiness. And they've been trying to achieve that happiness through buying all these things or getting all the things that they felt like they're supposed to have, which is a house, a dog, a family, a car with a picket fence, and all that other stuff. So they can have all those things and still be so tormented in their mind. The same way somebody can not have all those things and still be living a very productive, fulfilling, positive, light life. So please just stop comparing your progress, because more than likely y'all not even headed in the same direction. And I'm not even trying to I'm not trying to race against somebody. What I'm trying to say, you can't race against somebody and y'all not even in the same race. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not even in the same race. Y'all not even headed towards the same destination, but you sit up here looking at them and what they're doing as if that matters in what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't. That's the hard truth. It just doesn't matter with what you're doing. It does nothing but hinder you. Because now you feel like you're defeated, or feel like you might as well just give up, blah, 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 because you must be doing it wrong. Which ain't no right way to do this thing called life. Life has a way of humbling us real fast, even when we do feel like we're doing it, quote unquote, right. So there is no right. There is no right timing. There is no right order of things. It just doesn't exist. But we've convinced ourselves that it does. And it has been really the main culprit for depression and anxiety and all of this other stuff, because we consume the quote unquote progress of other people literally all day on social media. So just be really mindful of why you're looking to someone else for inspiration or whatever. I'm like, if it's for pure inspiration, then that's one thing. But if it's for like you using them as a marker to measure your own life, then no, sis. Let's just not do that. Like, you are definitely bound to drizzle. It's inevitable. So I don't necessarily have too much else to say, and I'm not about to drag this. I will say, circling back to, some of you may be wondering why I chose to grow my hair back. But honestly, as in my other video that I made, I said, like, you really got to know the truth behind having short hair. And it is a lot of maintenance. I had to do my hair way more often when it was shorter because of my hair type. So be mindful of things like that when you make decisions with your hair. I don't regret it. I still may wear it short again in my life. But I can say, even though, as you can see, this process takes longer to do than when I have short hair. I have to actually sit and detangle my hair. When it was like 2 centimeters long, it couldn't get tangled. So I didn't even have to spend time detangling. But I do have to spend more time doing it, like once a week or every week and a half or so, but it holds longer. Once I do this right now, I'm probably gonna let it air dry, but once I do this right now, my hair can be this way for a while. So I don't have to wake up every day and recondition it, redo anything to it, which is why I like it. And if I don't feel like doing it at all, I can put it in a ponytail. I can wear actual weave in my hair now. Like, I can slick it back and put a bun out of some cancaline or something like that, which I like. Which is also why I'm keeping it dark, because it's easier to find hair to match. But I'm not keeping y'all too long. This is how it looks, which is no different than it's looked in the other videos, just a little longer. That's it. Thanks for sticking around for my rant. And I do want to know what y'all want to see. I can't make promises that I'm going to just be delivering magic videos because somebody said so. It has to also interest me. But I don't have a desire to make the same video over and over, just showing y'all how my hair works with different products, because I don't even buy that many different products to even show y'all. If we're being honest, I don't even deviate far from what I always use to be like, oh, use this works well, or this, my hair hated, like whatever. I don't use it, I don't vary it enough to be on here on the internet making the same video all the time. But if you want me to talk more about a specific topic, if you have questions about me or the things I'm up to, I would make this kind of an about me video right now, but I don't feel like it. But just drop it in the comments. I'm trying to get better at responding to the things people say on here. I appreciate all the people who have reached out to me saying that they were inspired by me to just cut their hair off and just do what they wanted to do and all this other stuff. Like, that truly makes my heart smile, like, honestly. When people just start living in their truth and start doing what they want to do and stop thinking so much about other people and what other people are going to think. Because at the end of the day, it just don't matter. Your journey is your journey. Your life is your life to live, and your life alone. That's just what it is. Nobody can live your life for you. When you go to sleep at night, it's just you. Even if somebody laying by your side, it's you and your mind. You know what I'm saying? They still can't take on all the things that's in your mind. That's yours. That's the stuff you gotta sit with every single day, all day. So if you're uncomfortable living a certain type of life, if you're uncomfortable going down a certain type of path, but you feel like it's what you're supposed to be doing, then just don't. Ain't no supposed to, sis. We gotta leave those supposed to's behind, because those supposed to's aren't real. They like fake markers that someone created over time. But that doesn't have to be your journey. It can be whatever you want it to be. But anyway, like, subscribe. If you've watched this far, I commend you. Because I can't even say that my patience is that long. But like, subscribe, comment. Please let me know what you want to see, because I be fresh out of ideas, because I don't, yeah, whatever. But like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, which is where I am most of the time, at Stacy's Interlude. That's me. Stacy is my middle name for those who want to know. Yeah.